Boom. That was awesome. We need fireworks.
Crushed it. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
We made it.
We did. We're live.
We made it to 2025.
Hi, buddy.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Good to see you. Happy New Year. It's a look. I want to start the year with some fundamental truths.
Okay.
First, C is not a good first language. Just want to put that out there. Let's just start on the right even keel.
Okay.
It's not. It's just garbage. Don't do
C is not a good first language, even though at my university that was kind of first.
Yeah.
And that was the thing. But I started university before Java was a thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So what other option did we have? Some universities, they went right into like Visual Basic, VBA.
Yeah. VB. Yeah, that would have been better.
Yep. COBOL was a thing.
Literally anything. I mean, TCL was available.
But
Ruby was
at
available.
the university level, what were they teaching? Right, Ruby wasn't a thing. What were they teaching at the university?
Small talk and Lisp.
Yeah, Lisp. Yes. Ada. I actually.
Ada?
Ada was the thing. I was doing Ada. But I think we can say that. I think we can say that. Like if you're at a university, or you're thinking about getting into technology today, into programming, software engineering, C is not where you want to start.
Not today.
I think that's
not even 20 years ago. Just maybe 30, but not 20.
It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get on that same. I'm gonna agree with you 100%.
Yes.
And that's not the right place to start.
No, it's a truth. And I'm just gonna move on. We have other truths. Another truth is that maybe you shouldn't be using strong types when you have var now. So even though the title of this video is happy as the type, and then variable name is happy equals new year, maybe it should have been var happy, but it just wouldn't have worked. Yeah. So
it works. It works for me. It works for me.
Yeah. And where are we? What are we doing? It's New Year. Where are you?
We're talking about truths. I'm home. I'm home for just a short window of time. I just got done with a little vacation. I was down in sunny Dallas. What they say about Dallas, the weather in Dallas, they say if you just wait 5 minutes. If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. It was sunny, cloudy, foggy, sunny, thunderstorms. And what they like to do on New Year's in Dallas is they like to shoot guns. Yes, they like to shoot guns up into the air. So when you start hearing gunshots, what I did with my 4 kids is when I start hearing gunshots, all right, kids, time to go inside.
Duck and cover.
It's time to go inside. But it was a great experience. I got to take my kids, my parents, my sister, my niece. We all went down and we had a great week. And we enjoyed hanging out in the pool and eating good food. My kids did the
waves
indoor skydiving at I-5, and that was a wonderful time. We had a good. And I made a trip. They also have micro centers in Dallas, so I made a little trip to the micro center store, and I'm going to do a little video later on Raspberry Pis. I still like 2025. I still love Raspberry Pis.
2025, get yourself a pie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So,
that's dope.
And where are you?
Well, I think you and I copied your good idea. Oh, hey, hi. Happy New Year. Thanks for that. Very kind. I think I copied your good idea. I think we had, or at the very best, maybe we both had the same good idea, which is, get the hell out of the cold. It's the winter, but it doesn't have to feel like it if you're willing to spend a little bit. And so, so like you, I took my family, and I'm like, we gotta go. We can't. We don't have to stay. We don't have to go home, but we can't stay here. Like we gotta go. So we're right now in Martinique, which is a sizable island, French overseas territory in the Caribbean. And so, like, I'm gonna do the spin, yeah. Okay, here we go. So we're in a villa here. And there's a pool. It's all white on my screen there, but there's actually a pool there.
Yeah.
I can't get there. Can you kind of see it?
That's I see it. Yeah, that's very nice.
It's but before if you kept walking towards the cabana, you'd fall in the water. That's what I'm trying to say. And then there's the ocean. That's my other pool.
You have an ocean. Yeah.
And then there's the bar and the kitchen. And then there are 3 rooms here, so it's we got enough room for my partner, my kid, and grandma. And
amazing. I was speaking of a wise man. He told me, he's like, you need a vacation once in a while, because even when you feel like you're at your peak, you're optimized, you're doing your best, Even then,
Yep. You don't know it, but you're not doing
you
it.
don't know until you go and take a vacation.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
you
with that
realize, yeah, a wise man once told me that.
person.
And then it's resonated. It is a very good idea to just take a step back every once in a while when you can. Take a step back
Gotta
and just
do it.
recharge the batteries. And if you can do it with family, that's even better.
I don't like. Okay, like if you're exactly with family, that's the ultimate cheat code right there, right? Batteries
Yeah.
included. But no, if you're did that door just swing open? Maybe. Well, anyway, if you're with let's say you've got a thing on your mind before you go on vacation, and you want to solve, you have to write some code to improve one part of that code. And I would say that the efficiency with which you can do that one little tiny refactoring before you go on vacation and after is probably the same. But there's all these, because your mind is geared towards that problem.
Yep.
Before you go on vacation, right? It's you're in the zone, you're in the code, you can feel it, you know where to go, you can move quickly. So you might even be slightly worse off for your time on vacation when you come back. You might actually have to reacquaint yourself with some of that code to get back in that rhythm, that zone, that flow. But everything else, the problem space, the problem space of your life, not as well illuminated until you go on vacation. You don't know to meditate on other problems because you don't know you have them, because you just haven't given yourself that time to think and to sit with it.
Yeah.
And so just you gotta get out and just. I love my computer too much. Okay, I am a big fan of this computer.
Well, we're lucky that we
get away from it.
Have jobs and hobbies that we get to do.
Yeah,
we're very lucky.
But it's also a problem. You gotta learn to break off. Just
yeah.
Ooh. Hi, hello.
Yeah. Divya's saying I get it. He gets it. It resonates, right? You gotta give yourself some time. And I'll freely admit, I took 3 laptops with me to Dallas.
Yeah.
I took 3. I took an M2, an M3, and an M4, and I bought 4 while I was there. I bought 4 more Raspberry Pi 4s.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or 5s. Yeah. So
Raspberry
I might have a problem, or I might just have a really fun hobby.
Yeah. Or both.
Both. Why not?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't sound particularly persuasive, my friend. That
it's both. It's both.
Yeah.
I felt like this is a safe space to talk, and I'm learning still.
Yeah.
I still don't have anything figured out. So we're just here.
But sitting there, I don't know, man. So for me, the cheat code. So Dallas, by the way, great barbecue. All the jokes about. Hopefully, those were jokes about guns and all that. Hopefully, that was.
No, that was real. That was quite real.
Oh,
yeah, that was quite real. That's what they do in Texas. That was quite real. And yes, we went inside. We cut the night a little bit short. But barbecue is also real.
Barbecue's real, right?
And now I come from Kansas City, so I say this
begrudgingly, I imagine.
Yeah,
you got burn ends.
So I went there hoping to run a marathon, which didn't happen. I caught a little bit of the cold or whatever. But I did buy barbecue. I went to Pecan Lodge, I think is the name of it.
Wait, 5 minutes? Wait, I missed this. What is Ahmed talking about here?
I'm not sure.
You didn't just have 5 minutes.
No. But we'll talk about barbecue for more than 5 minutes here.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that now.
Yeah.
Went there. My dad wanted Texas barbecue.
Yes.
We have friends that live in Texas, and they kind of know what they like. So burn ends are a kind of Kansas City thing. You got to be really good in order to do. But apparently this place has burn ends that are worth going out of the way for. So we went out of the way to go to Pecan Lodge to try to get their barbecue. They have a giant beef rib we got, and then
I get it now.
Yes.
He was paying attention. I wasn't. So I'm sorry. I'll excuse myself.
We got beef ribs, we got pork ribs, and we got burn ends, and
okay.
Reports
burn ends first. How were they?
Delicious.
As good as
no, I don't need to throw they were gone. Yeah. I'll just say that they did not last long. So now to say where they ranked, I'm not going to go there. Right? We know
I
the
mean,
answer to that. I don't have to say it. Like, but they were delicious.
but I mean, Joe's or Q39 delicious or
I mean, close.
okay,
Close. But if I have to pick, right? You
okay.
don't. Yeah.
No. I would never.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
just blink twice if they're really good.
They were really good. They were really
Okay.
good.
I'm so hungry right
So
now.
I'll
And,
say I'll say this: if we do go, if we find ourselves in Dallas, I know where I'm going to get barbecue from. I know
Odom's.
that. I know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Odom's. Every time I would go to all those years at Pivotal, whenever we did customer meets and whatever, and they were like have a choice of catering, I'd be like, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm coming. I'll be there in the morning. Do
But
not sleep incorrectly or anything because I will be there. Do not fret. But we got to get some Bodems. I want that catered. Just bring it to the customer. It's gonna be fine. Yeah,
and I think
Odom's is so good.
yeah, I think we have
It's
some
not better. Look,
opportunities to go and meet in Dallas. In this
lots of
new year, we have some opportunities to go and do things.
they have the Dallas Metroplex there. It's like a jug, right? That's awesome as well.
Yeah.
So Dallas. You got the Texas School of Barbecue for the foreigners who maybe don't realize there's actually a bit of a not a civil war. I wouldn't reach for that kind of an analogy yet, but there's the Kansas slash Missouri School of Barbecue. There's the New Orleans style of barbecue. There's the Connecticut's and their School of Barbecue. There's the Texas School of Barbecue, and then a lot of it fluctuates on the kinds
I'd
of
say
things.
Carolina's got its own kind of. It
Yeah.
almost is like. Yeah, there's regional barbecue styles.
It permeates on what you cook, the kind of preparation, the sauces or not, the spices or not.
Yep.
What you serve, what meats, what animals.
Yeah.
It's not. Look, there are more tumultuous conflicts in the world. I'm not saying to say that this is the worst,
Right.
but it does exist, and people need to be.
It does
aware.
exist. Yeah.
You don't want to be wearing a burn ends t-shirt. With
in Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
No.
people will.
They'll kick you out.
They'll stare.
kick you out.
They'll take you out to barbecue. Exactly. Yeah, that's what you meant. Surely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's.
So yeah.
I'm so hungry now. Yeah, I haven't had breakfast or lunch, but then again, I also just woke up like 2 hours ago. So
Good for you. Good for you. So we're talking about truths coming into the new year. What are some other truths?
Another truth is that it is look. I was really excited. I saw this great tweet. Did you see this from what's his Rausch? Guillermo Rausch, right? Guillermo Rausch, Twitter. He had this great tweet. Look at me, not prepared as always.
I'm searching.
Is
Guillermo
Rausch. Man, this guy tweets pretty well.
I'm searching.
He's I don't know. It's how is it like? Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. Maybe.
Maybe.
Is that what's going on here? Let me. You know what I did? So the iOS app for by the way, there's a food virus going around the North America area. So I'm glad you didn't get that.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't get that either.
Let me see. User. He had a tweet. Where did it go? It's like really good too. Trader Joe. Wow.
I'm looking through your feed to see if I can.
That is a mistake.
Find it, and I'm not seeing it. I don't think you reposted it.
I don't think I reposted it. And I'm not sure if he kept it.
Oh no.
He had this like tweet saying basically AI is the new SEO, and basically for some reason at that point in time, maybe it's still true. If you used ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, and asked them what's the best way to deploy a web app,
Yep.
maybe time is dilated. Maybe the thing came before Christmas and not for. Yeah, there it is, December 24th. Gosh, it's more than a week ago. Okay, so here I'm gonna share this.
Yep.
Can I share my screen? Do you mind?
I don't mind at all.
Okay, present my screen. Okay, share the screen. Oh, open settings app. Okay.
Paladin says, this is why I use bookmarks on Twitter.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Fair, but also, hey, rub my lack of preparation in, why don't you?
Paladin and I, we had a really good conversation yesterday about the values of TDD.
TDD.
And someone was arguing that TDD's just boilerplate. It was a waste. And I was like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so this is that was the wrong thing.
Oops.
I hate computers. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to close the other tabs here. I don't want people seeing my burnt ends searches. It's embarrassing for me. I really so hungry. Okay, here. Share screen. One more time. Window. You know what it is? I gotta okay, hold on. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
We're
talking about just AI being the new SEO.
1 second. I'll be right back. Don't leave.
I won't leave. This whole idea is interesting, right? Because if AI says a thing, right now people are using the AI, and if the AI is saying a thing, then that becomes like the front page, right? That becomes the above the fold search result. So yeah, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. So I guess one approach, one idea is you got to make sure that your stuff, right? Like if you're marketing, if you're trying to do stuff, you got to make sure your stuff is getting indexed by the AIs, right? The other piece here is like if your company has gone all in on that GPT, I'm like, yeah, this is the one that's approved for our company. What your company should do is make sure that GPT speaks well and understands your company, because that's what your people are going to use. That's probably one of the things you want to check. You might want to check those things first.
Word. Okay. Can you see this?
I can.
Yeah. So he's basically saying, like, he's asked ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whatever, what is the best and fastest way to deploy a web application? Reply just with the company name. And of course, remember, they only do Node, so this is already disingenuous, right? Like, it's not real. But
yeah,
but also pretty impressive. Well done.
Yeah,
we're done. You know, I like the company. I like Guillermo. Seems like a pretty cool cat too. So I'm not trying to look, if you're doing that, then there's nothing I can do to help you. But nonetheless, I disagree with the idea that it's the fastest thing you can do to get an app up and running.
I disagree 100%. Yeah.
Yeah. So do you have a thing we can push to something?
It's yeah, like I was actually wearing it earlier. I'm a big fan of a thing called Cloud Foundry.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that?
I have. I've got
and the more the more I use it, the more I see it being used, the more I'm convinced of the value. And now here's the thing.
Hey, do you have Pop?
Oh, I do. I installed it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see if I have it. Let me see. Hey, do you all have Pop?
I think I do.
Pop is dope. Pop.
I'm pretty sure I installed it on this computer. I do. And I haven't ran it on this computer, but I'm going to allow it. I'm going to give it the things, and this is
Yeah.
I do. I have it.
This will take another 5 minutes. I'm gonna live code a app, and I'm gonna have you deploy it. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can be Mr. Ops. I'll be Dev. And that's the other thing I want to talk about is I don't know. I think the natural inclination for engineering and just in general, for software engineering in general, is to abstract. And to that end, I don't know of a better way to get software into production than a platform, right? I just don't know.
Okay, so there's a lot here. Yeah, hold on. I have company. Come on in. Hi.
In a little bit, can you help me make sure I find
Yeah, yes. Yeah, love you. Hey, I got a question for you. Would you grab me one of those coconut LaCroix? Oops, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're having fun. The kids are all here.
Yeah.
And platforms is a thing. So
It's
we're let me say, we're coming into 2025 and we're bringing the cold hard truths.
yeah.
We're not going to sugarcoat it anymore.
No, no more.
And platform is the way to go.
Couldn't agree more.
Paladin, yesterday we had this conversation. There's a lot of people in our ecosystem that care about getting to production.
Yeah.
And a lot of people care about getting to production and they want to save costs, they want to save time, and hey, this is how it's going to be fast. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste time with that. I don't want to learn Cloud Foundry. I don't want to write tests. I don't need actuators. I don't need that stuff.
Right.
I want to get to production. And they are convinced that they've got a better way. But there's also a big part of our community that cares about what happens after it gets to production.
Yeah.
And the costs after you've built a company on top of software. And this is an important thing, right? There was a time, for me it was Google. This concept of Google didn't have time to go and restart computers and replace hardboards and hardware. If there was a node that went out, there was a problem. It was actually cheaper to go and pull that whole pizza box 1U server, pull it out and put it in a new one, and do that stuff later on because of efficiency. And there was a time where
trying to fix it.
Yep, data centers, computers, all the stuff, and then we started to virtualize things.
Yeah.
But then we kind of we're treating these virtual machines, but still in the data centers, we're still kind of pulling things out. But then data centers started to get big and we started to worry about well, how much can you fit in a rack?
Right.
Right? And there's this density. Density is there. Your data center's density.
Yeah.
And how much waste there is. And I lived a lifetime. For a lot of people, 6 years where I was not only deploying lots of applications to production, but also
wearing the pager.
I was in charge of the costs. I was aware, hey, you got to figure out how much money you're going to spend on hardware for the next year. So you got to buy your computers now so they could go and size them up and they could do the things. So you could deploy these things on those new computers and then they would kind of shift the old stuff down.
Exactly.
But we had no density.
No.
Right? We had scaled up for this high water mark that we knew we were going to hit once or twice a year, but we scaled up for that high water mark.
Well, also maybe the density was in the app itself. If you compartmentalize, if you pack together a bunch of sort of loosely related things into a monolith, it's sort of you push the density down to the JVM, a single JVM, and so you're not trying to keep a lot of JVMs up and running at the same time. You're just keeping one big fat app up and running, which isn't we've got better ways of compartmentalizing things these days. And also, so yes, density is super important. That's one of those things you can get if you have a bird's eye view of the infrastructure, right? But you can't really see in the here and now of your deployment. And there's also, this day two issue, which is there are automated. AI is going to replace software engineers, maybe, but it's definitely going to replace most of ops, right? Because the natural inclination is for us to automate away this stuff, this undifferentiated heavy lifting, right? And you automate that away. Guess what? AI wants to help you with that most efficient path forward as well. Hopefully that looks less and less like a lot of complicated code and shell scripts and Perl scripts and whatever, and more like just a
platform.
Pipeline, a blessed, Cloud is other people's computers, but platform is other people's pipelines, right? And I just want to reuse that. And that is much easier to reuse than, say, a COTS.
Yeah. So those AI systems, AI that's going to do all the things, it's going to get value when there is a good API to leverage.
Yeah.
When there's a good API that can say, oh, we've got resources over here and we can scale up over there and here's where when we've got a good API, then that AI can do its thing.
Right.
The platform can operate and having a platform. This is the truth. I'm bringing one, Josh. There is no enterprise anywhere of any size that is all in on one type of deployment model. No. There's no company anywhere that's all in on function as a service. There's no company anywhere that's all in on mainframe. I'm just going to the two extremes. There's every company everywhere has more than one of all the things.
All the things.
Right? There's no company that just has one model of this is how we deploy software.
And if they did, they would be a very short-lived company.
They'd be a one-person company that's just operating on a laptop, and that's where they do all their thing. Right? Yeah. But once you get beyond that, yeah. So once you ensure that once you cross that bar, there's no company that's all in on one.
100%. Can you send me a pop? That is truth, my friend. Can you send me a pop thingy, and we'll I'll write some code in your machine, and I'll do the hard part, and then you can do the hard part.
I'm going to do that. So do I want to do I probably don't want to do the camera and the microphone because we're doing this.
No.
So I'm going to copy this invite link, and then I will send that to you on this channel, like this.
What? On what? Private chat? Is it?
I can do it that way.
Oh, no, this is better. Okay. Thank you. Nice. See?
And then I will do...
you read the mind.
Wait, let's go. We're going to do this together.
Okay.
And I'm going to screen share a full screen. Allow. Oh, wait. Now I'm hearing you double. Oh.
I don't know, man. Once of me is too much.
Let's see. Settings.
Okay.
Video.
There. Better?
Yeah, I think that's better.
Okay.
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 So then if I share my screen, if I do share full screen, I want this one.
Hide all the incriminating stuff. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to give a browser over here.
Oh, that's a nice bridge. New York.
All right.
So, all right, let's do the thing.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just share my screen here.
Yep, that's the plan.
This one here, so that everybody else can see what's going on. So here,
right.
We're sharing, you're sharing. This is the screen that we're sharing together, and we're doing it.
Okay, let's see if I can.
And let's see.
So we're using this. Host is off screen.
What does that mean?
You're on your second monitor, so I can't interact with your first one.
Oh, if I'm here?
Yeah, there you go.
Then it works?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, good.
Okay. So we're gonna see if we can and we didn't plan this, but I think we're gonna be okay. Are you using 17, 21, 24, 23, or what are you using?
I mean, I actually have 24 installed, but 23 is I think good. But 21, yeah.
Okay. Do we want to do GraalVM or no?
Of course, always. Right, whether we're going to production that way or not, we need to have that in our library because what I'm going to do, again, in 2025, I'm building native images for my friends. I'm building native images for my Raspberry Pis, for my AMDs, and I'm building all the same pipelines because I can. So given that option, giving myself some options to go to production in a different way. We just got done talking about density. Maybe I want to deploy this app as a native image. Maybe I want it to run JVM. I don't know yet, but I want to give myself the option to choose. Let me do some tests. I'll validate it later. But I'm not going to start out boxed in.
There's a bird that just landed in my desk. It's so cute. Aw.
Wonderful.
Okay. Birds don't have tests. They just fly or don't, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, they do have tests. What am I saying? You see those? Oh, there's two birds now.
I'm gonna grab another machine because I think we're gonna go all the way to production. So give me 1 sec.
Yeah, I just want to go all the way. So tired. I don't want this year to be all about how do I get my app to production. I'm sort of tired of that conversation because once it's going, it's easy, right? Just go.
That is the truth.
Happy NY. Happy New Year, right? So, I just want this year to be more about how do we build cool things, And deploying cool things is important, but
it shouldn't be a big deal.
No. Okay, I've written my business app. I can write more if you want, but let's maybe make this into a map. Really switching it up here. I'm really just, I don't want to phone this in. So I'll do a whole map this time, but no more. Because remember, I'm technically on vacation. I'm sitting, I'm technically you are too, but we're just hanging out with fun people. Okay, we should expose the actuator endpoints, right? No, we've already got the health endpoint. That'll
that's good enough,
Cloud Foundry, right? Do I need to change anything here for Cloud Foundry?
No.
Okay, we're done. I'll leave it there.
So I'm gonna drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Or when you're done, I'll drive.
Done.
Because
hands off, coffee on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go down here to a terminal, and I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna make sure that I've got a Cloud Foundry here.
Oh, you.
So let me see where I'm at. Yeah, I'm here. I should have a CF apps, but I'm not logged in. So let's go. Let's just log in. I got to get my stuff.
You want to stop sharing your screen? Is this one of those things where we should be looking away?
No, I think we're okay.
Or the man behind the curtain, or the woman.
Yeah. I all my stuff's in fun, right? So I think it should be here.
New machine though, right?
I have multiple new machines. We're not on the newest machine, and that's something I was going to talk to you about later. Is because I have a matching machine. I opened this up. Maybe you saw the video. I opened up this machine on Christmas. Existing session is valid. Okay, so now I should be able to go in, and I'm just going to give myself a new. CD, I'm in Karifi scripts.
What is Karifi, friend of friends?
Karifi is Cloud Foundry API running on Kubernetes.
Nice.
Like I said, I like Cloud Foundry, and I like Kubernetes too. Like sometimes I like to mix and match, and so locally I like to run Karifi because we can do easy things like this. So I'm going to do this: create new user, CF.
Two birds just hanging out on the table.
All right, so we have this. So now we're all like logged in, and now we have a app, and we have a context CF apps. So I'm logged in. So I'm here. I'm in Java Grunt Dev, just a space, or an org in a space dev. There's some other apps there. I was playing around. But now the only thing I have to do here in demo is CF push, and I think I'm going to give it a name. Hello.
It's all Greek to me.
And that's it.
Dude.
So this is not production. We didn't take it to production. We're taking it to Kubernetes, but we're using the Cloud Foundry API.
But also, I'm going to stop you right there.
Yeah.
Okay? This is a more fleshed out production environment than most people's homegrown ones. Like I've seen plenty of people build their own production platform, and though they might be running that on the production AWS account, like they're it doesn't matter. It's not actually production worthy. Whereas what you've just done is run Cloud Foundry in your home. But Cloud Foundry is how you would want your final polished form production environment to look like. Hey, Happy New Year! Did you see, by the way, this? I didn't know this. Did you know this? Karifi is peak in Greek, and remember, Kubernetes comes from Greek, and Cloud Foundry on Kubernetes. That's it. It's all circular. It's all sort of that's nice. Even the names are smart.
Yeah, thank you so much for pointing that out. Yeah, I think I did know that one.
I did not know.
It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. So what's happening right now is all is in. I didn't have to write a Docker file. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Thank God.
I'm letting Cloud Foundry take care of everything.
Give up Docker files for Lent.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Birds.
So now, I've got an application running here. Hello, that's the one that we just did.
Yep.
Right. So now I can go here. And we can jump over to our browser, and we can see.
Okay. Oh. It's HNY. Is the endpoint. Yep. There's our health endpoints. Good. And then HNY. Nice.
We did it.
So that's it. End of stream. We're done. I'm so tired. Let's not waste time pretending there's no easy way to get to. This is the easiest way to get a Java app to production. Is Cloud Foundry. It is the easiest, not even close. This is, how should I say, this is what Vercel wants to be for Node. This is what we've already had for 10 plus years, 15 years for Java, right?
But not just Java. Like if we're being real about it, it's not just Java because we've been doing the same thing for .NET. We've been doing the same thing for Node. We've been doing the same thing for PHP. Yeah. We've been doing the same thing, Rails, for Python, Ruby, yes. So not just that. Like, there's a special place in my heart for the JVM apps. Yeah. But we've been doing this for a long time for not just JVM apps.
Don't call it a comeback.
It's not a comeback.
We were already here
for years.
Yeah, doing this for years, exactly. Yeah, this is how it should be. Okay, so that's a good truth. I think we're on the same page.
That's a good truth.
Yeah. And by the way, those actuator endpoints, do they mean anything to the cloud, or is it just sort of for our
like this is what it means. It's like I have a way of going in, and this is why I fell in love with Spring Boot. Is because sometimes back in the long ago, I wasn't deploying with this type of information.
Yeah.
What I was doing is I was relying on somebody else to inspect or to attach an agent and to give me all of this stuff through their system and their dashboard, which I always didn't have access to.
Yeah.
So what I did, where I fell in love, is I could deploy this. I could create my own actuator endpoints. I could create my own metrics, and I could get the information that I needed for the apps that I wrote, because nobody knows the app better than the author.
Who better to articulate the state of the service than the service? Come on. And this is not our idea, by the way. This is Google. This is their health, Health Z and whatever endpoint.
Health Z, yeah.
Okay, so
it works. So this is great. And I don't think we enabled others, but there's others, right?
Yeah.
So we'd have to turn those on, but we can do that. You can get a lot of really cool things out of the box with nothing.
These have been locked down for your security since like
secure by default
1.5 or something. Most of the last decade, so you have to opt in. But the point is, you should know about them. They're there, and the platform can use them as a probes or health endpoints.
There's one more that should be open.
If you go to /actuator /
oh,
no / just go to / yeah, there you go. Health path and self.
There you go.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
So you compile your program and you run your tests and compile your jar in your CI pipeline of choice, and then at the very last line, just do CF push.
CF push.
Then you go home. We're done. I'm tired.
That's it.
I'm tired. Yeah. This is not a new thing. This is why I'm so because this has actually been here for more than a decade, right? Like as long as AWS has been making deployment painful, Cloud Foundry's Cloud Foundry's been making deployment as trivial as possible. And it's just a nice result. There's all sorts of other stuff you could do. Native images now. We have in Tanzu. We have our Cloud Foundry distribution. Cloud Foundry is open source. You're running the open source stuff, right?
I'm running the open source. Yeah, I'm running the open source Karifi project, right?
Yeah.
Cloud Foundry. Right? And this is the cool thing, right? Is Foundry Karifi. The cool thing is I'm also running this on ARM64.
Nice. So it's fast.
Yeah. And that also means that, we'll do that evaluation here soon, but we're going to run it on Raspberry Pis, right? So I can have this cloud-like experience wherever I need it, right? I can have this Cloud Foundry API running on ARMS, running on GCP, running on AWS, running in my data center. I can have this high density across the globe, across all of my data centers, but with this just really powerful API.
Yeah.
And I can use build packs. So I can expose the things I need.
Its own superpower, right? Like
build packs is its own superpower for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I feel like that was
we're coming into 2025 with truth
and an on ramp towards production. Like I just want to the New Year's trajectory. Let's just go straight towards production, and then we'll meet back here in the islands.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's get to production and go to the islands.
That's fine. Come on, everybody. It's going to be, we can do this. We can do this. It's a new year. I'm so excited for all of us, but also I don't want to keep doing this discussion. Like, I feel like I just don't want to. This is such a stupid conversation to have. Just use Cloud Foundry. I'm so.
Hear me now.
Yeah.
Thank me later.
Yeah. Just don't. The only thing that was even approachable before, like if you want to manage the world of infrastructure, the only thing that was even becoming close to a prevailing standard was either Kubernetes YAML, which breaks every few years, or Terraform, which just forked. And either way, both of those are exponentially more complex than what we just did here. So
that's. I think it's very interesting that you put those even into the same bucket.
Well, they're not the same, I guess. Yeah, you could
Yeah,
just control lots of things.
There's a lot of
control everything.
And I've heard, we work with customers all over the globe, communities all over the globe. We're always at the conferences, and I've heard many ways that people have tried. Oh, here's what we do, and here's the bottom line for me. The smartest of smart, the teams that are doing the great things for their company, and they've got, oh yeah, this is great. This is what our organization does. Oftentimes, those teams, those organizations, they are doing it for one line of business.
Yep.
For one application, and they're requiring those apps that are going to ride their path to production. They require those apps to do a lot of special things. A real platform
meets you where you are, man.
You said it.
Yeah.
It meets you where you are.
I have this.
You don't have to
did my part.
Do this stuff to get it to fit in. You do a CF push.
Yeah. If I write, as a software engineer, if I wrote my app in Spring Boot, I know that I'm using the best technology and the best practices and the best patterns. I did everything I can at this point. I can say I woke up and I earned my paycheck. Now you do you. You get me to production, right? That's the other half of this discussion. And if you've got your bespoke bash scripts, then we're not going to have a fun conversation. I want to know that you are bringing as much professionalism to this discussion as I am. And Cloud Foundry is a good way to do that.
The best way. I mean, we're talking truth. It's the best way to do that.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah, it's not just for Java, but for tons of workloads. Thanks to the superpower of build packs. If we edited this, if we clipped this YouTube stream and just did the code plus deploy, what do you reckon? 5 minutes? If we cut out all the discussion around it and the setup, and you log in.
Just do it. Just do it again.
Do it again? Okay,
Yeah,
so
do it again.
I'll do it one more time. So I'm gonna kill.
Right. Because the hardest part was me re-authoring with the thing. Here, just do it again.
Where's my shell here?
Yeah, here, I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna do this. I'm driving for a sec. Yeah, now okay. You're good.
Okay, where's my terminal? RMRF demo. I already have the zip file here, right? Unzip. Prod. Now, of course, you can hear my, there you go. Demo, idea, pom.xml. Okay. So I skipped the part where I went from start.spring.io, didn't I?
Yeah, you might as well just redo it.
Yeah, let's just do it. And by the way, you know what? I don't tell Josh, and that's me, by the way. But you can also do this from IntelliJ. You don't have to.
Oh yeah, I know. And I'm gonna say something here. I don't think I have it installed this, so I won't even say it. I don't think I have it installed on this computer.
Am I in the right place?
You're in my downloads.
Oh, am I not? Oh, maybe it's desktop I was in. Yeah. No?
No, you're in downloads.
What the? Whatever. Okay, so we go back to the browser. Why can't I alt tab?
I got you.
Thanks, bro. Okay, so web, Graalvm, actuator, and yeah.
There it is.
I don't think I'm in the right place, bud.
Yep.
Oh,
there's just other stuff.
Oh, what the hell?
Here, I got you. There's another demo folder there.
How? I thought I just deleted.
Yeah, you did. You deleted demo. Yeah, do that. There you go.
Can I delete all that?
Yep.
Do you want the movie?
Get rid of it.
You sure?
Yep.
This one right here.
Demo Spring App Advisor. I'm sure that's gone to production somewhere.
Gone. I only ask a man thrice. Okay. What am I doing? I'm so used to this being empty, so I can.
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess.
Yeah, it's
I'll put it on my list.
okay. Let's see. So we're gonna call
All right.
this web. Okay, let's just start from here. Now that I kind of understand how the cheat code here, we're gonna do web
Okay.
GraalVM web actuator. Actuator is important. It's what gives you the ability to ask questions about where you are. This is desktop on the iCloud. Okay, that's why I was so confused.
Okay.
So cd desktop and zip web cd web idea pom.xml. Siri's getting all up in it. It just popped up and is like,
There you go.
you rang, and I'm like, no, I didn't. But Siri's gotten smarter this year. Have you noticed that? Like,
My son installed the Apple Intelligence on my phone, and I've noticed that, it's starting to notice the things that I say a lot more.
and also like we're doing the photos here on the beach, and low that we would have it some other way, but there are other people, as you can imagine, on these beaches, and we don't want them in the photo. We didn't invite them. We just wanted us in the photo. And now we got that new Apple Intelligence thing where you can just clean up a photo, and it'll show you the photo and lets you just tap on bodies to remove them from the photo, and just use AI to fill in the background. Happy New Year.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, and then there's that, and I think that's it. You want the terminal?
There we go.
We could run a test, I guess, but whatever.
We build an app. I mean, there's a test. You got a test. You got a context loads tests.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, we got one.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna do CF push web.
Ta-da!
Which is great. And
So
that's doing everything else. You could think of it like if I was going to Kubernetes, I might have to write a doc file. I could still use build hacks and stuff like that, but this is just taking a lot of the other pain away.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it, and I can go. And it's not just, right? We could do the same thing with a .NET app. We could do this exact same process. So even though this part, it feels like, oh, well, this is taking a few seconds to do.
Yeah.
Even though I'm running this locally, I'm running against Cloud Foundry API. And when I go to production, I can take that artifact that it generates. I can take that. It's just an OCI image. I can take that and I can run it on Cloud Foundry in production.
Yep.
Across any of the clouds. I don't have to do anything else.
Nope.
I'm taking care of business right here.
Taking care of business every day. Okay, we're almost there, guys. This is like the best part.
We're almost there.
I don't know.
But Cloud Foundry is also doing all of the routing, the DNS.
Yep.
Right? If I had a real DNS, it would do all that for me as well. It's handling all those things.
And you can do jobs, you can do batch processes, cron jobs, all kind of stuff.
Yep. And now we're gonna go see that it's running. Right?
Same thing again. There you go.
Nailed it.
Okay.
But it's also like it's production ready.
Yeah. I didn't show the health endpoints this time.
That's okay.
So okay, I'll clip that later. We got to see like the speed run. It wasn't even the speed run. It was just we spent most of the time waiting for the Java build pack to do its thing, which is fine. It's going to take some time, but at least we don't have to do that work. And then it was quick. Did somebody measure that? Did somebody in chat measure that for us?
No.
Oh, come on.
But again, we can do it. It goes fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Nuke it.
It was less than 2 minutes.
Yeah, from zip to to what's the virtual DNS thing you're using? Isn't it zip.io?
Yeah.
Oh, nip.io.
Nip.io.
So from zip to nip, it was like 2 minutes.
There you go.
So it's like,
Yeah, and we did everything. And I have an OCI image that I can take and I can run in other places.
Yeah. Look, it's a weird economy. You got to be saving money. Just deploy this and then focus on production. Build. I'm all about building. Let's build something cool this year. Like, I feel like we've run into a wall of, boring apps. It's up to you, chat, to.
But here's the other thing. Like you said the word boring. Mm-hmm. That's one of the reasons I love Cloud Foundry. Because it is stupid boring.
Yeah. I don't think about it.
There's nothing fancy. It's just there.
I wrote a book about it, but that was 2017. Like, there's a reason I don't think about it a lot. I don't need to. It just works. It's working in 2017. It works now. It's the
And
same.
it still works.
Still works.
Yeah. We have some new APIs. You know, if we wanted a new version of the book, we have some new APIs that we could go explore.
Sure.
We have some cool new stuff. And, you know, there's a lot of really cool things that those new APIs provide for us, right?
Yeah.
Like our good friend Mark Fines has done a lot of really cool work because we have
Native
these
stuff.
amazing APIs.
Yeah.
So we can
Native stuff is good.
Yeah. But also there's a difference between doing it once and doing it. Like the customers, right? And we have customers. Like the customers that we work with, they're not just doing this for the one app, for the one thing, you know, for the one line of business. They need to do these things for the enterprise. They need to do these things for their shareholders and for the street. They got to show the value, and they have to do it at scale.
Yeah. And by the way, that's a nice feeling. If you invest in the pipeline for one app and get it right and you can reuse that, oh, that's so valuable. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is a little bit of software austerity is useful this year. Like, don't waste. You've only got so much time on this earth. My impression of it is that we should be spending as much time on the islands as possible. And so every second we don't spend on the islands, it feels like we're a missed opportunity. How can we get back to the islands faster, where the turtles are?
That's a great goal. Like, if you think about what's your goal, right? The video series that you did with Marcin, right? He's like, hey, you have a job to make your company money, to make your company save them time, do something. I want you to think of it just a slightly different for 2025. Think about it this way. Think, you have a job to do for your company. What's the best way for you to do your job?
Yeah.
And then go to the beach.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right? Because
times are tough.
If you're doing a bunch of DIY stuff and you go to the beach, you're going to bring your pager with you.
Yeah. Don't do that.
I don't want that for you.
No, it's 2025. I'm trying to get you on the right way. Look, New Year's resolution, lose some weight. I need to lose some weight physically, but also softologically or whatever. I don't know what that is, but infrastructurally. Like I feel like losing some weight there's a good
cognitive.
Idea. Yeah, cognitive as well. Cognitively and infrastructurally and physically. I need to lose some weight. But actually I don't need to lose weight infrastructurally because and cognitively because I've already got the cloud. But my point is, like, what is the Ozempic or Wegovy or whatever it's called for your infrastructure?
It's Cloud Foundry.
Cloud Foundry. Yeah.
It's Cloud Foundry. Yeah. I love that.
It's a flawed analogy. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. But
it's Cloud Foundry.
But it is just go. Okay. Anyway, that's that. I gotta go to the beach. I feel like this has been fun. I learned. Fun. I want to start on a high note this year. You know.
We're gonna do it.
I'm glad I didn't stream yesterday. Yesterday was kind of I wanted to stream yesterday, but it's like, it's too.
I'm glad you didn't as well.
Too needy. I don't want to be the guy on the first who's like, "Hey, let's stream and celebrate everybody." You know.
I'll tell you what though. I like I said, I have some new toys over here. I'm just gonna rinse and repeat. I'm gonna do this same thing, except I'm gonna make it into a. What? Have your brother make it for you. That'd be great. Yeah.
This is why we have brothers.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take a little break, feed the kids, and then I'm gonna do the same thing, except I'm gonna do everything that we just did on a Raspberry Pi, on a cluster of Raspberry Pis.
Yes.
So if you're interested in that, you know, I'll ping you before I do it, and we can do it together.
I might be on a beach, but also stream it, and that'd be great. You know?
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, it's gonna take us 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's gonna take us 5 minutes to go from 0 to Karifi to Spring Boot running.
And then from zip to nip. I like that.
And then from zip to nip. Except I'm gonna give it a real DNS. So I'm gonna do some like real stuff.
Okay. Are you gonna stream? Like that's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, I could stream it. Yeah. I was gonna record it as a video tutorial, but yeah, I'll stream it.
But that's the only make sure you don't show your credentials and stuff, but you know how to handle that.
I think I do. Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody.
All right, my friend. Thank you. That was fun.
Happy New Year, brother. Talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye.
See ya.